Hello friends, and welcome back to the Farmhouse Table. Again, please excuse my voice. Happens every year during the fall. I don't know. It's just the gift that keeps on giving. So tonight we are in the kitchen. We are making some bang bang shrimp pasta. So I have a recipe for bang bang shrimp that I found off of allrecipes.com, which I will link in the description box. Now, I'm saying we're gonna make it like with pasta, so I'm just gonna make more of the sauce part of the recipe to toss around in the noodles. And I just really want to try this on its own before adding anything else, because I was kind of thinking that like sauteed red peppers may be good in it or something like that. But I want to stick to the recipe and try it first for y'all, just to kind of, see how it is with the original recipe. I also had a subscriber, she kind of wanted me to tell her about the heat level. So there is sriracha in this recipe, and that would be the thing that you would need to adjust so it's not so spicy. But I'm just gonna, we're just gonna put it together. We'll check out the spice level. I know that everybody has a different opinion on what's hot and what's not. So let's get to the ingredients. All right, y'all, so here are the ingredients, which aren't very many at all, for this bang bang shrimp pasta. So we are gonna be using whole wheat spaghetti for ours. You're gonna need some green onions. This is to kind of garnish with and top with. You're also gonna need some mayonnaise. We're just going with the light mayonnaise, some sriracha sauce, also some Thai style sweet chili sauce, cornstarch. You're going to use the cornstarch to, coat the shrimp before you fry it. And of course, if you're frying something, you're going to need some oil. And then my wonderful husband peeled and deveined all the stuff for the shrimp. And this is like 2 pounds of shrimp. He has it in layers because I want the shrimp to be nice and dry. So he put them between paper towels because he's amazing. But we're using 2 pounds of shrimp instead of 1 like the recipe calls for. But I don't, other than, the cornstarch, we'll use more of it. It won't really make that much of a difference. So the first thing that we're going to do is get our oil warming up in our pan. All right, so I used canola oil, and I have about an inch deep amount of canola oil in here. It actually was, I used the rest of the bottle. I just went ahead and put it in. And for now, I have my gas range on medium-high heat. So the recipe calls for 1/2 cup of cornstarch for the 1 pound of shrimp, but because we are using 2 pounds, I'm just going to probably just add the rest of this. That's about 1 cup. Woo, that's a little bit more than 1 cup. That's okay. No worries. All right, so I am going to take this and I'm going to bring it over. Sorry, take your Dramamine. And I'm going to put it next to the shrimp. I'm going to get a fork and kind of make sure that we don't have any like chunks of cornstarch in there. But while this is heating up, we are going to mix our sauce, and the oil temperature should be about 375 degrees. I'm going to be quite honest. I used to have a thermometer to measure the temperature, and since we moved, I don't know where it went. So I'm going to have to order a new one. So we're just going to kind of have to test it out. All right, friends. So let's get this sauce prepared. I'm going to start with, so the recipe calls with 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, but because we are also doing 2 pounds of shrimp and we're putting on pasta, I'm going to add a little bit more than that. I'm just going to eyeball it closer to 1 cup. We're using light mayonnaise, but you just, whatever you normally use. All right. Then it says to add the Thai style sweet chili. So this says 1/4 cup, but we're going to add a little bit more than that. That looks good. Now, it's funny because the recipe says 3 dashes of sriracha, but like sriracha is not thin. It's hard to dash, but I get it. So we're just gonna add that much because we kind of like our spicy. I don't even know if this is spicy. I should, maybe it's a sweet and spicy sauce. All right, so I'm gonna give this a mix. And this should resemble kind of like the color, if you've had bang bang shrimp before, kind of like a pastel orange, if you will. You know, and I know that we're using light mayonnaise, so it's gonna probably taste a little bit different because of that, but it looks great. Looks good to me. I've got mayonnaise all over my hands. That's so simple, like that. What are you gonna do, you know? So let me get my hands a little washed and we're gonna cut up this green onion. All right, so I've already washed these green onions. Just gonna chop off those ends, toss them in the trash. I know I have a garbage disposal, but we didn't have a garbage disposal when we were at the farm because we were on septic. And so I'm so used to throwing things in the trash. So I'm like, whatever. All right, there we go. Oh, and what I was gonna say was, because of the subscriber that, or I should say Farmhouse family member, excuse me, she was asking about the heat levels. I think that the best thing to do would just be to add the mayonnaise and then add this chili sauce and then mix those together first. Try it and then just kind of go in with a little bit of this until you're satisfied with the heat level. We don't need to have anybody having any GI issues or any surprises. Okay, so this is so simple. I feel like I should be doing more than this because it's so easy. We have our topping, our garnish of the green onion. We have our sauce prepared. We have our dish over there with the cornstarch and our shrimp is prepared. That was super fast. I guess the next thing I need to do is go ahead and get a pot of water to boil this spaghetti. All right, so I have my water that has been salted. We're gonna boil that for the pasta. I can tell that this oil is ready. I can see it rippling a little bit, but I know the smell of it when it's ready. That's how I know. I have my cornstarch right here, I have my shrimp right here, and I have a plate with paper towels. So after I take it out of the oil, it has a place to drain. And then I'm making sure that I use long tongs for the shrimp, just for safety measures. And I also put an apron on because I don't want to splash oil onto my sweatshirt. All right, so first I'm just gonna kind of show you placing the shrimp into the cornstarch, and you want to coat it, but then you kind of want to shake off the excess, just like so. And I'm gonna put these guys in the corner. You're in timeout, you're in the corner. There we go. But I don't want to like do one at a time and throw them in the pan. I want to make sure that I have a good amount done before I put them in the pan so that they get, you know, even, we just want them to be done about the same time is what I'm trying to say. But my voice isn't letting me say it. I can't wait till I get my voice completely back. All right. And I really appreciate a recipe that you coat with cornstarch instead of breading, because you get that nice thin crunch, but you don't get all those carbs, you know? So and just so you know, I believe that some of y'all know that I'm on a weight loss journey. So instead of me putting this over pasta, I'm just gonna grab a bag of shrimp. That's what we're eating. I'm gonna grab a bag of frozen broccoli and throw that in the microwave. And I'm gonna put my little shrimpers on top of that. All right. I'm excited. So when I was telling Jay's what was for dinner and I said fried shrimp, he's like, his eyebrow went up and he's very interested. Very interested. All right. We got these shrimp from Aldi. It was a 2-pound bag. I'm sure it was a fantastic deal because that's how Aldi rolls. But you definitely want to make sure that you get the moisture off of your shrimp. You don't want them like, you know, like dripping or anything like that. One, you're going to get a whole splash of oil. You know, if you add water to oil, it's not a good idea. Never test oil with water when you are trying to see if it's hot enough because it will splash and get crazy. I know that not because somebody told me. I'll just go ahead and share with you. I was babysitting when I was a lot younger, probably like 12 years old. And the kid wanted something fried and they had like a fry basket or something. Like it was like a, I don't know, it was like a pot that you plugged in, you know, and I flicked it with water to see if it was hot enough. I will never make that mistake again. Goodness gracious. All right, so I'm gonna get my tongs. I'm not putting these in with my hands. Let me turn the camera. Oh, hold on, guys. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to do a little, I'm just going to see if the water's fine. Yes, look. Beautiful. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Yes, you guys have the right idea. Look at you. Woohoo! All right. All right, if y'all can hear me, I'm trying to talk over the fry-in. 3 to 5 minutes, it says. 3 to 5 minutes. All right, so it said that 3 to 5 minutes until they're a little brown. And you can kind of tell, see how it's not as exciting and it's not bubbling quite as much, that they are almost done. And they start to separate. It's so funny. They come together so much when they're like not cooked yet. And then when they lift and separate. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell, I know I can't touch the shrimp, but when I'm touching it with the tong, it feels crispy and I like that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna remove these from the oil, and I have right here where my hand is, I have my plate with my paper towel on top. Oh my gosh, these look so good. I'm so excited. I need to catch you, little fella. Yes, and some people have like larger scoops for fried food. I do not have that. I'm sorry. We're just gonna do one at a time, and we're gonna bob for shrimp, you know? y'all, so the shrimp is cooked and I just placed a paper towel on top and kind of like lightly pressed to try to get some of the oil off the top as well. We have about 2 minutes left on our pasta, and then we're gonna put all of this together. All right, y'all, so I just took the pasta, drained it, and we're gonna add some of this sauce to that pasta. Look, my hubby's packing lunches for school tomorrow because he's amazing. All right, so we're just adding some of that sauce to the pasta. Take your Dramamine. Okay, just kind of get this mixed together. Again, I just made extra sauce, so I don't know exactly if this is going to be enough sauce or not enough sauce. It doesn't seem like very much sauce. So what I'm going to do next is I have a bowl ready for the shrimp to go in. So let's go over there first. We're going. Okay. I have a bowl here. I have my shrimp here. So we're just gonna put this into the bowl. Y'all, you know I'm doing it one-handed right now, right? Don't fall on the floor. Oh my, okay, I'm scared. All right, I'm just putting it in my hands. My hands are clean. Don't come after me. They're still hot, but I am okay. My skin is okay. Yeah, it's a little hot. That's all right. Builds character. All right, so these are nice and crispy, guys. Really nice and crispy. So now I'm going to add some sauce to those shrimp. Just like that. And I'm going to give those a little toss. You want to be careful not to like mix the breading or the cornstarch breading off of the shrimp. Oh, our dishwasher's done, honey. It just played us a little tune. That was every time the dishwasher goes off and plays that tune because we're in a new house, I'm like, what the heck was that? Like, it's always new to me. Every time. I'll get used to it one time. Okay, so these are looking nice and coated. So I'm going to take the rest of that sauce and add it to the pasta. Y'all ready to walk with me and talk with me? All right, here we go. Hey, honey.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hold this camera here?
Sure.
I'm getting ready to drip stuff in places. Hold on. She's a lefty. Ah. I know. That looks fantastic. Okay, I could really use a rubber scraper, but we're going to be okay because I think this is enough sauce. And some restaurants serve the, wow, that handle's hot. I'm not going to touch that again. The bang bang shrimp with bread. Thank you, honey. The bang bang shrimp with bread. And so I feel like, well, pasta's related, right? So it should be about the same. All right, this is definitely enough. I don't want like it dripping with that sauce. I just want like a little coating. All right, babe, I think it's time. I think it's time to plate it up.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. All right. All right, honey. The time has come. Hold on, I think my lens is really dirty. There we go. It looked like, you know what it looked like? When we used to watch The Young and the Restless and everything was airbrushed. It was Victor.
Yep, Victor and Nikki.
Victor and Nikki. Yes. I can't. My abs are sore. I can't laugh. Okay, sorry. All right, honey, give that bang bang shrimp a whirl. Is it banging, babe?
It's really good. Got the crispy, got the
Crispy.
Thai sauce is sweet, spicy. It's awesome.
But now for the viewers, honey, is it really spicy?
It's not.
It's not?
You can
Okay.
taste it, but it's not there. The sweet overpowers and the heat comes later.
Okay,
It's
awesome.
really good.
Oh, that makes me so happy. All right, guys, let's close it out so we can eat this bang bang shrimp pasta. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all are doing well. And you know what? We're going to see you in the next Farmhouse Table video because you're amazing. Thank you for being a part of the family. Have a wonderful night. Bye.